I tried to record this earlier when we were on the ride, and you could just barely make out anything that I said. It sounded absolutely terrible. Just kind of reaffirms that we have to get better mics and cameras. The same with this camera, like it's just my phone, so it shakes around really bad when we're driving, where I want to get an action cam and a 360 cam, and then it'll really feel like you guys are on the ride with me. Either way, I figured I haven't done a actual live stream where I was speaking in like 8 months, so I figured I would do one, give everybody a quick update on what the Project Night kind of overall plan is, step by step, what we've done, and what we want to do here in the future. If you guys know anybody that can help with expertise, with sending us equipment, please feel free to DM me. I'll give you our address. Basically, we finally got the battery here. It was a whole absolute headache. We got it from a company called GeoFought in China. They were literally the only company that could get a lithium-ion battery to our specifications here to the island. 72 volt, 35 amp hour. It's not as big as we'd like it to be amp hour wise, but it's shaped in a way that I was able to put it kind of underneath the frame, so it's not taking up any extra space at the moment. So when we do, in the final step, when we make the custom battery for it, I'm looking at maybe 80 to 100 amp hours. We'll have plenty of room to do that. They managed to get it to me in like less than a month. They promised they would get it here honestly before my birthday, and they managed to do that. And I was truly shocked. They're probably who we're going to go through to get the custom battery made, but again, that's going to be the last step because it is one of the most expensive. And we have a battery that the goal is to be able to do our reviews and drive around and show off some of these bikes, including this bike, while I'm working on it. The next step will be to get us a Fardriver, and I want to try to future-proof just about everything that we're doing here. So as we, as parts get, more powerful, in some cases, or just, have different requirements, we'll be able to expand to those parts, which is something that's super cool about these bikes, and how you upgrade them and work on them. So the next step will be to get a Fardriver controller for us, and that'll allow us to get more out of the motor that's on there right now. And we'll be able to play around with a bunch of the settings, and that'll probably get us, I'd say, if you guys see from this video towards the end of it, I think we get up to about 57 miles an hour, and that's on a pretty flat stretch of road. But we kind of like to get it up in the 65, 70 miles an hour range. So we'll probably get in the well into the 60s with the new Fardriver without upgrading the hub motor. Then the next step is upgrading the hub motor and a lot of the wires, because it is quite a big step from the 4th to 6,000 that we're running now on this setup to what we want to run, and it really depends on what kind of motor I can find. If I can find, I'm fine with a 10,000 watt. If we can find one that's 15 or 20, and those are just the only ones that we can find, then that's cool. Then that's cool too. I want to keep the wide look of that back tire. As for the EV motorcycle reviews, it's just slowly but surely building it. We've had lots of support, lots of people joining the pages, and some real dedicated members that are sharing stuff out and putting stuff up. I'm not sure if you saw the videos from the view of the end ride with the Zero, but that was awesome. And the pictures of the waves coming over the Zero motorcycle, just absolutely perfect. It's why we're doing, you know, all of this in Hawaii, is just the location. You cannot find somewhere that, you know, one minute you've got the ocean coming over it and these huge waves, you know, going over the motorcycle, and then we drive for a little bit farther and you've got a spot that's got, you know, volcanic lava, you know, shooting up as high as you can see behind the bike, and you just can't get that anywhere else. And while we're doing it, you see, you know, we're testing the bikes, putting them through their paces. And it's a lot of you guys have been following me for a long time. Technology is my thing, and although, you know, EV motorcycles aren't for everybody, the future is EV. So we're going to be flying our drone and testing cool EV motorcycles, some motocross bikes that are coming up. I absolutely love choppers. I wish that more EV companies made electric choppers. This is one of the few that is on the market. There's one other company that I'm hoping they're gonna send us one, and we can test it out. But I like the look of choppers. A lot of the bikes that we've tested so far have been sport bikes or motocross bikes, which are the two most popular. Some of it is because with electric bikes, you know, water doesn't affect them the way that it does gas bikes. So you can do things with them that you would never dream of doing with a gas bike that you have to keep combustion with, right? That back tire turns no matter what. And you can, when it comes to motocross, they're kind of untouchable. So we end up testing a lot of those. If you guys saw, I actually stopped here. That's why I wish the audio was better, because I stopped there just so you could listen to the birds and the like wind through the trees. It sounded just amazing at that spot in the jungle, and you didn't get to hear any of it. DJI, send me one of those little mics I see everybody with. And like a lot of people have been asking me to do longer and longer rides or to do some live streams. I can't live stream our motorcycle rides on TikTok or YouTube or Facebook. I can only do it on Twitch and Kick. They don't let us. You can't do. They say it's against their policy of dangerous actions or something like that. And they actually shut down my page on TikTok for a minute for live streaming a real quick drive through the city. So I have to post them after the fact like this. Here I was kind of testing. You can't really tell. We are going to get some better cameras, some 360 cameras and all of that, but the road is pretty rough there, and I was just showing, even though the Iakura is the Knight, the MP1S there, is a chopper, it still handles the off-road pretty well. There's some big potholes and all sorts of debris and stuff in the road, and it handles them really, really, really well. Not as well as one of the motocross bikes, of course, but for what it is, right, it handles it pretty well. And I was kind of showing that off. You just can't see it as much or hear it while we're driving. We're good on our drone footage recently. We've got a lot of really great footage on the coast and even some of the orchards, which I'd like to do a lot more of that kind of flights. Hopefully we can drive our EV motorcycle to do it. I really wish you guys could hear everything that was going on around us. It's one of the benefits of having EV bikes, is they don't make any noise. And I'm like, it's not that I have anything against the other motorcycles. Part of the lore of those bikes are the noise, right? Is the sound and the rumble of the motor. But on the other side, it is super, super, super nice to have all of that power at at the turn of your wrist, but also to be able to hear everything around you. I'll give you guys a quick story. I was in Washington and cruising around outside of a place called Port Orchard, and there's a bunch of, long roads in between the trees outside of the town there. And I'm going along, and this hawk, like, just flies next to me, and he stays next to me for miles. And then whenever I would come up to a stoplight, he'd go and land up on the top of the stoplight, and then when I would take off on the bike, he would take off right next to me. And you never see that kind of stuff, very rarely with, like, the normal gas-powered bikes, just because they're too loud. Right? Like, the animals don't like the sound of them. Where here, he was just being super inquisitive and wanted to see and kind of fly next to me. Like, it seemed like he had never seen anything like that before. It was a cool moment. It was one of the, just one of the times I really enjoyed riding an EV. Alright, that's it. Here we kind of do a speed test. I think I get this going all the way up to 50, 56, 57. So almost 60 miles an hour. Let's see what we get here. 55, 56, 57, 57. I let off of it. I think we probably could have gotten to 58. But it's working, that's the max. We're gonna have to do some upgrades to get a little more out of this bike, and I gotta be able to keep up with with some of the other bikes that we ride with, the Zeros and stuff. We're gonna be doing a whole tour around the island when this build's done. Stop at a bunch of local businesses and all of that. It's gonna be a blast, but I got to be able to keep up with them, right? They're not going to be cruising at 45 miles an hour all the way around the island. We're going to have to be. It's going to be some times we're going to have to be moving a little bit faster than that. It'll be fun to do the build together. Some of you guys have watched us do some other automotive builds. What we did that F-250, the toughest truck on the planet. We've done a bunch of solar stuff. Like, we've done a bunch of projects together, delivered supplies and medical supplies with drones. We've had a blast together. I think this is going to be another fun part of this journey. All right, so thanks everybody for joining us. I hope that update kind of answered your questions. If you want to help, if you've got expertise, like a lot of this stuff, we're the first people doing it. So, right, if you've had some experience here, feel free to message me.